Archiving yet again. Welcome to the wonderful world of analog. How are you doing? My. Look at all my happy little friends there. How's it going? What's up, everybody? How you doing? Um, I'm feeling lazy as heck, so might as well get productive. Last live stream, I was developing all this film, and I don't know when that was, like 2 weeks ago. Can you even see that behind me? All that film hung up there. I don't know, it's like 15 rolls or something, so I got my work cut out for me, or I'm going to be cutting it out. So, what's up? How's it going? Good to see you guys. So happy that you decided to join me. We're going to cut up some film. First up on the docket is some Velvia, which you can tell didn't really come out that great. That's for a future episode. Got this Velvia from my boy Mingo when I was in Austin, Texas. Amazing photographer at Grain Rot. Here's what the film leader looks like. It's got like a purpley cast, as you can tell. Howdy, everybody. How you doing? So this, ideally would be clear with a correct, color positive process. But yeah. And then the rest of the frames are pretty freaking dense, dude. So anyway, you're getting a sneak peek. I'm not telling you what project this one's from so that, you don't know the film sucks whenever that episode comes out, What's up, Knob Top? Squint Squad in the house, dude. Yeah, I make a point when I'm recording my videos. Okay, now this is talking head mode, normal Nick video. Like, this is the best Leica ever made. And no, it's not the M6. You got to keep the eye contact for that stuff because I really just want to make my audience very uncomfortable because, I feel like people don't know how to do eye contact. I'm not even that great at it, Anyway, thanks for joining me. We're cutting film. So far, I've cut the leader on some color positive film, some transparency stuff. Velvia. I'm going to have a hard time cutting into these frame lines because that's how freaking dark this is, guys. Ugh. So I'm really going to have to count. Excuse all the counting. Hit up the chat with questions and stuff. Sarah's going to be here reading the comments soon. Everyone say, Sarah. Check out Sarah's shot at Saradolia. It's just like the word pareidolia, but it's Sarah with an S. She's on Instagram. She's got beautiful photography. And here we are cutting into my pictures because this is Nick's channel, and I'm making it all about me. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like, I don't even know what to consider a frame or not. Because, okay, that's the 6th frame. I mean, whatever. You believe me or not. It just looks totally like somebody took a Sharpie to this freaking roll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That one was nice, even if it was totally bumped up. So you can let's see if we can give you a little better view. Blast some light at it. There you can see a little better, I guess. But yeah, so there's pictures there, but I don't think I'm going to mount these in slides and project them up on my wall. You know what I mean? Bought the Essential Pro. Hold because, whoa! Cheap copy stand. Well, dude, freaking heck. If I was getting any kickback from any other product, I'd sure let you know about a new copy stand. I'm just kidding. I would endorse one if I, ever used a pro one. I got one I got off Facebook Marketplace for like $15, and it's honestly a freaking crazy deal considering how much they charge for that stuff, for a brand new freaking copy stand. I can't believe it. Everyone, Sarah's back. Hey, what's up, Justin? Yeah, freaking that Leicaflex. I'll whip it out soon, maybe after I'm done cutting up this roll. But Mikey, congrats, dude. Did you get the EFH yet, or are you still waiting in the mail? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Oof. It's kind of tough to find that frame line, boys. I think I see it. I should have maybe started with an easier roll than trying to cut through this. The whole thing is a frame line. Where's the frame? What is my favorite film ISO? I mean, I don't know. I guess 400. I mean, yeah, I'm not freaking. I like 3200. I like pushing film. Let's go. 6400. That's my favorite ISO. Oh, what am I kidding? Oh my God. 50. I like slow film. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It kind of lines up. Yeah, dude. Okay, so we're getting through it. Thanks everyone for joining me. We are cutting up film. Exciting times, baby. Okay, that's 3 strips done. And the reason you cut them is so they can fit into the binder sleeve. Yes, exactly. Frickin', let me show you. The print file sleeves. So I'm using an off-brand one that just came with the binder. I usually use print file branded sleeves, and these ones don't have the thing to put up top. Like these, you can write them right on there with the print file, specifically print file. These ones are the E-tone ones, print files, or I don't even know what to call them. It's like a Band-Aid. You know, you don't call it an adhesive bandage, you call it a Band-Aid. So that's my glowing endorsement for using print file archival sleeves. There you go. That's the word for it. Print file is to archival sleeves as Band-Aid is to adhesive bandages. So, should I get an X-Pan or a used car? I don't know. I mean, depends on what kind of situation you're at in life. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like, do you have a trust fund? Do you really not have to worry about where money's coming from? Like, you know, do you employ people? Do you have a lot of you know, expendable income, walking around money? Then get the X-Pan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, that's enabler. That's enabler in me. I can't go down that road. Who needs an X-Pan? Just buy 2 disposable cameras, cut them in half, and tape them together. Get an X-Pan so you can take photos of used cars. There you go. Then you get the best of both worlds. Yes, I love it. Okay, looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm on my 6th strip and it's a little too long, so I got some freebie frames, baby. Yeah, the camera didn't crap out at 36. It's letting me squeeze out an extra 2 frames from this roll of darkness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can kind of see a line there. And ooh, the adrenaline rush of cutting between those lines. Okay, now let's we've cut them. Now it's time to stuff them. Yeah, no problem. Okay. So, babe, am I missing any comments over here?
Sorry, I'm not really paying attention.
It's all good.
Veronica ETRSI plus 135W back for the win. I don't know what
If you say so. I don't know what's
I know
this.
what a Veronica is.
Yeah, I've seen a Bronica. I've never played with a Bronica, and I don't know what the 130 is. It just with a I guess with a 35 millimeter film back. So what? Does the Bronica shoot 6x6? So then you're just running 35 through a 6x6 camera. I mean, that's what I've been doing. That's the only time I've ever shot sprocket hole stuff is in my TLR. I mean, that's a lie. I have done it a bit in like a folding vest pocket camera type thing. And I have another folding camera that shoots 6x9 that I do want to do some sprocket panos with, hopefully in an episode coming soon to a YouTube near you, baby.
Did you see Jeremy said X-Pan back?
X-Pan back?
I think referring to the Veronica.
Oh, so it basically gives you a little X-Pan shot. I mean, it sounds like a lot more to lug around than an X-Pan, though. Okay, we got 2 wasted frames there.
Slavic Boy says, bro, you use all your luck points when you thrifted that Leica.
I know. It's all downhill from here, I guess. You know, what am I going to do? You know, it's hard to find a win these days, you know, buying from resellers because basically, I mean, an estate sale is a little different than doing resellers because they're just trying to sell somebody else's stuff and get a little bit of a cut, you know, and they're more obligated to just, you know, do whatever the estate says. But, you know, usually they hire an estate sale company that will have people go through stuff with a fine-tooth comb and you can't get anything by them, you know.
So wait, you got this like 3 months ago?
The Leica?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the Leica about 3 months ago. Yeah, it was February 23rd. I put the real date on there when I found it because I had, you know, the footage of me driving home. I didn't get any B-roll at actually picking through all the stuff at the place, so that's why I had to do all the green screen tomfoolery for the episode. I hope you guys didn't mind. I mean, it's just like you never know when you're gonna find something like a Leica at a thrift store. And if I was gonna film myself every single goddamn time I'm out thrifting, you know, I would have, you know, I would need my own freaking, what do they call them, I'd need my own data center. You know what I mean? But anyway, got a great deal on this thing. I still love it. I've only run the 4 rolls through it. This is the Leicaflex SL2 from my latest video, and it does sound great.
I mean, think about like how, like when we got to this place.
Yeah.
We like walked in. What? Somebody had 3 SX70s there.
Jackson, what freaking callback, dude. Don't worry, I'm holding it good, okay? I think I'd had a few too many to drink that day, so I'm not gonna let that happen again. Sober streams henceforth. I'm never gonna drop a camera in your presence. I don't want to, you know, I don't want anybody to cry and cringe about broken photographic technology. Anyway, yeah, I'm loving the Leica, and the place was freaking picked over, like Sarah was just saying. When we went to pick this thing up,
we didn't know they had cameras at this estate sale.
Yeah, we had no idea that there was anything. I mean, there's always like the table. If you guys have ever gone to estatesale.com, you can search whatever area you're in. I should get them to sponsor me. Freaking estatesale.com. Jeez. You can type in your zip code and see, okay, next 5 days, are there estate sales around me? I go there all the time. And you can look through the pictures that they've uploaded, and you can usually tell, oh, I want to go to this office in the house, and that's going to be my best chance of finding the cameras. But sometimes they put them in the garage or something. But we you know, there was no like smoking gun in the pictures. Nothing that was like, oh, frick, look at that camera case. I bet there's a Nikon FM2 there or something, you know.
But
so
like this place was like bizarre because this woman owned an antique store.
Yeah, that's like the holy grail of what, like the place you'd want to go freaking pick at an estate sale is.
Her whole house was an antique place, and then I thought it was crazy because we're still waiting on the 3rd one.
Yeah, so we went. The original estate sale was at the house of somebody who had their own antique store. Then we went to the follow-up one at her antique store, and then there's going to be a third part 3 of the same estate sale. To get all the stuff out of that's in the warehouse. So we're pretty stoked to go check that out.
If and when, I mean, 3 months, god damn. And I bet you they have so much stuff left, not camera-wise, but... And
when I got to the estate sale, I was pretty certain I'd already missed out on every camera thing because some guy was leaving with an armful of SX70s. He had 3 copies of them, and I was like, oh, you probably got a deal if you're buying 3 SX70s. Favorite site is estate sale. Oh, so you're not allowed to link URLs? Lost Limelight. Yeah, but estatesale.net. Yeah, I should see if they want to sponsor me. Anyway, we're cutting up a new roll of film.
You're going to go way back.
Yeah, what have we missed?
Limelight or Jacob said, "Hey bro, you're cool."
Jacob says, "Hey bro, I'm cool. I mean, that's why I wear the backwards hat, so I can be one of you younglings." Hey, hello, fellow kids. I'm cool. 1, 2.
Limelight Darkroom. I haven't developed film since like January because I've been busy. I'm just finally getting able to do some tonight.
Oh.
What you developing? What you doing?
Yeah, what you cooking? What you got in that film soup? And I know film soup is a different thing, but I still like using it as a, you know, as a metaphor for developing. But yeah, what you cooking up, man?
E9ED2 says, "Hi Nick, I'm a young teen who's a huge nerd for film photography, and I want to say thank you for making videos because I'm a nerd and don't got anyone to talk to about it."
Well, freaking heck, man. Everyone, be super nice to this guy, freaking in the chat. You know, starting new things is scary, especially when you're a kid. You know what I mean? Freaking hell, you know. I still feel like a kid. I'm an old man now. I can't believe it.
You're getting there.
I'm getting there, man. Freaking hell.
I'm gonna butcher this name. Is it Fedor?
Fedor Vaztov.
Hey Nick, do you have a Lomo Soviet cameras, and which one would you like to shoot with?
I don't have any Lomo what cameras? Lomo Soviet cameras? No, I don't have any of those. I have the only Soviet thing I have is a Zorky. Well, I have a Zorky 4, and I have a the Photo Sniper, the Zenit SLR FS12 Photo Sniper. Photo Sniper, Photo Sniper. I do you do the Italian thing with any accent, and it makes it seem foreign enough. What?
Jackson says, I posted some panoramas to Reddit the other day. 35mm on my 6x7 cam.
What did they say about it? What did he, on his what? He had a 6x7 rocket hole 6x7. That sounds fun, man. I did that in an old, like I was talking about earlier, in a folding camera, but it only had like 2 shutter speeds, so it was kind of not that fun. But I have another folding camera I'm going to do that again with, so I'm looking forward to trying that myself.
Limelight says we've both been lucky at estate sales lately. I got a dedicated APS film scanner last week for $25, and then said I barely missed a $5 Olympus Mew at a sale last week as well. He's currently developing some expired Tri-X that's shot in a Kodak Pony 135. Just testing the camera's shutter.
You got an Olympus Mew for $5?
Is it a Mew too? And can I pay you for it?
Sarah's is on the fritz, so she's kind of without a pocket point and shoot right now, and that's like one of the premier ones. So she is spoiled, or she was spoiled by her
yeah,
point
but
and shoot.
Honestly, we got ours for $5, and I had no idea that it was even that much.
Yeah, so we got ours for with the classic. Thrifted it for $5, Olympus Mew. So we have been very lucky in our camera thrifting days, but maybe freaking our luck's running out. I get the Leica. Next thing you know, Sarah's Mew dies. And like then my Hasselblad's gonna run away.
Hey now.
And what's gonna happen next? Bad things come in threes, guys. Donate to the donate to the chat to keep the camera boogeyman away from all my cameras, because I'm a camera hoarder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Chris Hughes is here. He says Ella.
Hello.
No, okay. Not says, what's the worst camera you've used so far in your experience? I can tell him what camera is going to be the worst.
What do you mean?
It's going to be that little rocket camera.
Well, don't give that up. That's we got some fun cameras, some fun novelty cameras coming soon. I mean, but the worst camera, I don't know, probably the Nishika Wiggle, 4-lens 3D cam. It's just not very pleasant to use. I don't know. Maybe, but I can't crap on it, because then I'll feel just like Jason crapping all over the Weathermatic, But it's still fun. I still like using it. It is a chore for the back end, to sync up all the frickin' little wiggles, and then who cares? Wow, you got some wiggles. People aren't losing their minds for that anymore, Okay, let's get another roll.
E9ED2 says, I'm working with a Canon new F1 and it's so friggin' cool.
I was kind of lusting for a Canon new F1 for a bit, because I like the Canon FD glass I have. I mean, really just the 24 is what I shoot, but I have a nice 50 and 85 for it too. And my FD system is the Canon A1, so like that wimpy shutter, now I'm spoiled with shutter sounds after playing with the Leica. So yeah, I have always been like, maybe I want a Canon new A1, or Canon new F1, I mean, to replace the A1, but I haven't gotten around to it, and the A1's still alive and kicking, even though it sounds like it's coughing every time you fire it.
Limelight says, no, you didn't get the Mew. Somebody else grabbed it.
Oh, so you did miss it. Sorry. I'm sorry for rubbing salt in the wound, doggy.
But he did get one of those Jobto's rocket blower for $5.
One of these things?
Yeah, I guess so. E9ED2 says I actually got a 70 to 200 millimeter from the thrift store.
That was one of the first camera-related things we ever thrifted, isn't it?
What, a 70 to 200?
Yeah, for your Nikon D3300. I remember we got it at the Sebastian thrift store.
That was like forever ago.
1, 2. So yeah, my roots of camera thrifting go deep. We freaking thrifted a 70 to 200. That was one of the first things we ever thrifted for Sarah. Well,
camera related.
yeah, camera related. Because I had just gotten our D3300 and we got the 70 to 200. But turns out the 70 to 200
So that was
needed
like a decade ago.
Okay, we got 10 years. We got 10 years of skin in this game, doggies. Camera thrifting. They should have me on American Pickers, freaking just for cameras. What?
That's I don't know where 10 years just went. That kind of blows my mind a bit.
It's okay. We're both feeling old over here, guys. Donate in the chat to make us feel young and alive again.
Chris Hughes says, "What's your opinion on pushing gold 200?"
Crop panos. What's up with that? Yeah, the in camera. Get it right in camera. Look at on Kodak Gold 200.
Pushing it, yeah.
Oh, I'm pushing it. I don't really push color film. I don't know. I haven't really messed with it.
E9EG2 said he got that lens for like $6 because he bugged them.
It's always, haggling at thrift stores or whatever, estate sales. It's always worth it. Yeah, be friends. Be friendly. Last thing you want to do is be weird and be like, "Excuse me, how much? What is the lowest thing you'll take for this item? You scum." You want to be nice to people. Everybody's a human being, even the person on the other side of the counter. Isn't that the biggest ick you can get from someone being mean to someone who's like in service, like industry or retail or something? That's like you're a bad person.
I don't know. We had a terrible retail lady at Belk's the other day.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it could be the other way around too. There could be definitely fucking some scummy people in those industries.
That was awful.
But yeah, I don't know. Kodak Gold 200 never pushed it. What am I missing?
Oh, I was gonna say because bugging the people, like, get to know your thrift people really well. Like, we know who the managers are, so we usually just talk to the people in charge and we try to get deals.
Well, that's Sarah. I didn't know that lady was the manager, but Sarah
Oh
facilitates all the connections. You got to be out there shaking hands, making shady backroom deals if you want to thrift the best camera.
That's not true. It's always you, and it's because you just walk in, you're like huge, and all these little old ladies are like, "Oh my God, you're so tall." Like,
I'm out there impressing grannies at the thrift store. That's how we're getting all our cameras. I'm sweet talking them. I'm like, "Oh, excuse me, miss.
Are you the one that
Would you happen to have any photographic supplies or photographic accessories?" And they just melt in my presence, and they're like, "Here's a Leica." And that's how I win. That's how to be a famous photo nerd. The book coming soon.
E9ED2. So they would donate, but they spent it on some Cinestill 800T, and said he was trying to be nice, but over in my area, people try to sell lenses for insane prices. I once saw a Nikon mount lens for like $400. Oh yeah, man. Yeah, we see that a lot too.
Yeah, so Facebook Marketplace, people always ask for more than what they can reasonably get.
I mean, we've been to plenty of estate sales where things have been stupid expensive.
Yeah, even at estate sales too. Yeah, they'll. But the thing with estate sales is usually if they're running for multiple days, then the next day will be half off, and then 75% off maybe. Oh, and how much was the Leica? Do I need to tell people what a deal I got on the Leica or no? Keep my money talks to myself. 1, 2, 3.
I mean, it's a good price.
Yeah, I mean, I did get a good price. I just don't want to. I don't want to make everybody think they can get crazy deals like me. I mean, come on, this is all Nicky Boy.
$5.
Yeah, it wasn't $5. It wasn't some like I robbed them blind. It was. So all in, our Venmo. It was Venmo. We could only pay him with Venmo. The receipt was for $150. I didn't just get the camera and the 180 mil and the 50 mil. We also got some stuff that Sarah bought too at the sale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So needless to say, I was definitely pleased. But okay, to be fair, with the last episode, if I had spent eBay prices on this thing, I probably wouldn't be as happy with it. I'd be like, yeah, but it's heavy. I'd be like, yeah, but it doesn't have auto this, auto that. But so I got a really good deal on this, so it's just like.
Yeah, but you don't even really use auto anything.
I use auto aperture. I use aperture priority all the time.
But you don't use auto on anything else.
It's really fun to play with.
I mean, you play with that all the time now, and you're just like, I like it. It's just nice.
I do. It's my new.
It's heavy. It's solid.
Now
like it.
now that I. So this is my thoughts on Leica. Now that you got this, who needs this? You know what I mean? It's like that feels like nothing to me now. It's all about this. This cures my brain disorders. My gas. Okay. What did I miss anything else? Like that felt like a long tangent.
One, two, three, four, what a charming young man. Here, have a $5 like M6.
That's the dream, ain't it? You got to woo the pants off those blue hair biddies.
Limelight said, I went to an estate sale once. I was asking $10 each for basic composite, red, white, and yellow cables. Ooh.
$10 a piece? Is that what he said?
People are just.
Yeah, people don't know, but that's the thing. They overprice stuff for day one, and then then it makes you feel like you're getting a deal if you go day two, and whatever's left over probably wasn't even worth what they half of what day two is when it's already 50% off. So I don't know.
They were also asking $160 for basic Kodak carousel projector. Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes that's ridiculous. Or is this in inflation land or something where everything's even worse? I mean,
Are you in a city, Limelight?
Yeah. Are you in like an urban area? Is that what's up? Is it a rural thing out here in the sticks? People are like, well, there's no photo box of Pappy's. I'll take a nickel. Yeah.
But then, okay, so remember we went to that one estate sale and they had all those boxes of old photos? She wanted $200 for it.
Yeah, even something that's mostly sentimental. We found boxes of just negatives and stuff, and they so what? It's like history of the town, but it's probably super specific, niche, whatever. I don't know who's clamoring to spend hundreds of bucks on some historical photos.
I hope that she donated it all to the library. I don't know. Seems like a waste to just get pitched.
Yeah. It's always sad when memories. Oh, freaking. Where did I even put those ones?
What?
Remember, I thrifted. I recently thrifted some 8mm family movies, and I have no freaking clue where I put them. I've got tons of stuff like that. I'm always whenever I can afford it, and they're pretty much just giving it away. I'll buy slides of just random stuff, just lost memories. But
what
recently,
about those negatives?
Which ones?
That you bought from that place that the people were fucking.
Oh yeah, I recently got those.
Speaking of shitty estate sales, that was a shitty estate sale.
Yeah, that was the crappiest one. We went to. I recently had it on my story. It was an estate sale. Not too far from where we're at, and
if you guys are on Instagram, follow us because on the weekends we're always estate selling and sharing.
Yeah, we're always doing thrifting stuff on Instagram. Which I want to lean into more of that. I do have this whole video coming out where, I mean, if you're on Instagram or you watch my reels, you'd know I bought 90 pounds of cameras, so I'm sorting it over here. I already filmed myself, doing the whole classic YouTube thing. I bought this much. This, what is it? What is it? What's in the box? What's in the box? I already filmed myself doing that, talking to the camera that. So now I just got to do the boring stuff of off camera, really figuring out how much of these cameras I can revive, how many of them are messed up, and go through my spreadsheet and get them ready to go on eBay. Some fun stuff, some stuff I'm keeping for myself. It's coming up soon, baby. Freaking whole episode about my thrift haul, but. I love thrifting and antiquing and looking at old stuff and digging for a deal. So if you like that kind of stuff too, let me know. I'm always down to try and think of new formats and not just paint myself into a corner of this is the wacky film photography Bill Nye guy that yells at me and makes me laugh. I'm down with the laughing and the wacky stuff, but I don't know. Let's pick a new roll.
D9ED2 said they spent like $300 for the F1, but to be fair, I got it clad for it too. CLAD clad.
What did he get CLAD?
But I got it clad for it too.
I didn't hear the first part of what you said though.
They spent $300 on the F1.
Oh.
But to be fair, I got it clad for it too.
Yeah, CLA, cleaned, lubed, and adjusted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, that, I mean, yeah. I'm a smarty pants. Look at me. I'm the Reddit character mansplaining to Sarah over here. Wait a sec. I got to count this one more time. I'm getting freaking anxiety. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that was at least 3 times, and you're right. And who the heck is talking crap about my Summicron? Not it's a shame it's not an M mount. Come on, then I couldn't use it on my Leica. I don't have an M mount Leica, you know.
I like Matt Clark's hashtag print file, hashtag sponsor Nick. I'm gonna look into this.
Yeah, we gotta look into it, man.
For tomorrow.
Yeah.
Limelight says that they're in a fairly sized city, but nothing like New York. Well, that's probably part of it. We went to some thrift stores when we were in Albuquerque. What did we come across?
The best deal that we came across in Albuquerque thrifting was $50 per pair of socks. No, 50 cents per pair of socks, like brand new, like polo socks.
Yeah, we got a bunch of them.
And we got a bunch of them. So, you know, we got a whole handful, you know, so $1 for 2 pairs.
Yeah, but didn't we find a camera somewhere in Albuquerque and we were like, oh, nice. And then you were like, oh, that's the price?
I don't remember.
It was in a glass case.
Oh, it was another Olympus XA. I think we went to some, I don't know what kind of thrift store. It was just an independent one, I guess. And they had an XA for like, I don't know, probably what it goes for on eBay, you know. And I was like, oh. And I didn't see like, you know, the one in front of the price at first. So it was probably like $140 or something. I don't know what it was. But I already have like 3 XAs because I have a problem. And I wasn't going to pay market price for an XA at some thrift store. You know what I mean? You know, the only reason prices are inflated on those platforms is because, you know, they're doing all the work for you and they're taking a cut to sell that stuff. So, yeah, I think Goodwill's everywhere are dog dookie Limelight. Really, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, it's just like every time we go, it just seems like a bunch of like garbage. And it's packed. Everyone's fighting over the garbage, you know? Like Goodwill, like that was where I came up thrifting, like as a kid, you know, freaking, I would always go and I felt like your dreams could come true at Goodwill, you know? That should have been their freaking marketing, not trying to like fool everybody into like, we're actually a nonprofit, but we're not, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But I don't know. Ever since like I feel like they started pulling stuff to sell online, it's just ridiculous. And then the Goodwill app for the online auctioning stuff, like, you know, the prices get worse than on eBay on there. So it sucks for trying to be a buyer of stuff, trying to find a deal.
And the website, and it's awful.
Yeah, and just the whole UI of it is awful. It's not nearly as refined. But the only deals I have gotten on there is like darkroom equipment, you know, just like as long as the shipping doesn't kill you on getting it. But I've gotten deals on that stuff because I guess no other nerd who was falling down the same film photography rabbit hole I was when I was addicted to eBay and that Goodwill site was trying to build a darkroom of their dreams, you know. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Hunter Olson says, "What's your favorite focal length to use?"
I don't know. I guess freaking. I like the 20 mil on that I have for my Nikon F100, which is really nice. It just depends on what system. I feel like I don't feel like it's that much of a different experience shooting a 20 mil to a 24 to a 28. You know, I feel like they all give me the same feeling. And even though 20 is kind of ridiculously more wide than doing like a 28. It's a sizable difference, but I like shooting wide. It's fun. It's comfortable though, and I like, ever since picking this up with the 50 mil Summicron, oh my God, I can't believe I'm one of those people that can say that now. After I picked up my Leica with my 50 millimeter f2 Summicron, what a pretentious name for a piece of lens. I don't know. What was I even saying? Ever since then,
becoming synonymous with pretentious, babe.
I'm becoming synonymous with pretension.
Yes.
Ever since I picked up my Leica, I've been re-falling in love with 50 mil. Keep it tight, tight instead of loose. And frickin', I don't know. So I like both. I like everything. You can't get me on one side or the other, Okay, let's grab another roll.
This is Min Sony Soft. I wish the cameras donated to the thrift stores where I live weren't so crusty.
What, you only finding dirty cameras in your neck of the woods? I mean, yeah, the battery compartments can be a big deal. I had to deal with a lot of that with the 90 pounds of cameras that I'm trying to clean up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
E9ED2 says, what do you think about the Helios lenses? And then they're also asking Min Sony Soft what tools they use for corrosion. They're repairing a Canon audio body right now.
Well, I use contact cleaner. Get yourself some electrical contact cleaner, frickin', and then anything you can use to like scrape, like a Q-tip. I've used like meat skewers, like the thinny, just like wooden steak things, and then I wrap it. I like can super glue a bit of high grit sandpaper, like at least like 400 or higher. Like maybe some like wet sand type paper. You rip a little piece of it, and then you can really get into those crevices and like get rid of some of that blue corrosion. That's one little thing I've done to try and work on that kind of stuff. Maybe I'm totally messing it up, but that's always my first go-to, because I don't know anything about electricity or how any of fancy schmancy modern humanity stuff works. So I just try and clean it and get the blue gunk off. And I'm a genius for that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Red Shot. Hey, I saw you got a Zenit photo sniper. Just wondering, did you shoot at least one roll of film with it? At least one film with it?
Did you shoot? Yeah, I've had mixed results. Like I feel like I ran one test through it, and it seemed to be operating good on that test. And then I ran another test roll through it, and there was problems. There's problems with it. I can let me look it up. My Photo Sniper, Photosnaiper, Photo Sniper. Sponsor me with Zenit. Yeah, jeez.
I said Zenit.
Zenit. I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, it looks like I took this freaking roll forever ago. I forgot you bought me this forever ago, 2021.
This was like the beginning of photography, because now I can't buy you any cameras because you have them all.
Yeah, so I'm looking at a roll. My first roll I ever ran through it right now.
Why don't you share it with?
You guys want to see my first roll with the Photo Sniper? Okay. Or would you rather keep watching me cut film? Here we go. Okay, so this is just some freaking traffic light, I guess, in Vero Beach, Florida. Some street signs, and there's obviously something going on. Like, what the heck's going on down here? Like, yeah, it's obvious on this one. Like, see all that light stuff? So I felt like light was coming through, and what I figured out was, thanks. Yeah, I work hard on my nose hairs, guys. That's the boomer angle. I think the shutter, it was getting holes in it. The shutter was like wearing thin. So eventually I ended up putting some rubber cement on it. And not rubber cement, but like liquid flexi spot stuff. Yeah, precision Soviet engineering, exactly. And then this is, I think, what happened maybe after that. So I might have fucked something up. So now the shutter is dragging. I don't know if this was after. I think it was after I tried to fix it. So I made it worse. So, and those ones are just underexposed. Well, it looks like the shutter's working there. I just woefully underexposed it, you know?
Oh my God, when was this?
Forever ago when Freckles got farriered.
Yeah, so what, this 2 years ago you got?
Yeah, so it's been a project in the making, my love-hate relationship with the photo sniper. Yes, I know. So they they were able to do the bio test on me when I was playing, it's got the bio reader and it's like, oh, he's got some dirty WAP blood. He ain't some freaking sloth. So it stopped working. And now freaking I'm in the Zenit database and they know I am not an authorized shooter of the Zenit photo sniper. Is it Zenit or Zenit? Have you seen it?
Where's the gas station fixed? How else will I know it was taken on film?
Walker is dreaming. Walker is dreaming, everybody. Sorry, my dreams are coming true. I'm such a proud doggy daddy.
He's snoring real loud.
He's snoring very loud. Very happy puppy. He sleeps with his eyes open because I think he wants to kill me. He's a freaking nutso. Okay, where did we leave off? Sorry. Oh, crap. Almost no frame left behind. We got an extra frame here, and it's an actual picture.
Red Shot says, sorry, English is too far from my native language. Thank you for showing. I've always wondered what kind of pictures come out of that lens.
Yeah, well, sorry, I don't have something great. Like, yeah, obviously there was some sort of pictures before, you know. It looks neat. Looks like it'll be fun to play with. I have put it on my Sony with my M42 to E-mount adapter, which is, I feel like the only other thing I watched on the Photo Sniper, that's what they did. They didn't even like show anyone running a roll through it. So I would love to do that. Eventually, I just got to revisit it and waste another roll through it and see if it's working now because it looks like the shutter might have gotten better. And the glue has had more time to dry. I used that Flexi Seal spray rubber, something like that.
But it didn't work.
No, I think it worked. I think the shutter goes.
The pictures look pretty funny.
Yeah, well, maybe
don't tell people to spray it.
Yeah, I'm not telling. Don't do that. Don't do that. I mean, but it might be working now because I remember it was getting dark when I was running this roll through here, and so these last ones look like the whole frame's there. They're just really underexposed.
Well, that could be a video you can do.
Yeah, so that'll be a video eventually, guys, showing how I screwed up the photo sniper and hopefully fixed it. I don't know. I mean, the thing with those Zenit cameras, at least with the Zorky 4, like I want to fix it and make it so the slow speeds work, but it would cost more to get a part for it or to get it fixed than it would to just buy one that's already working on eBay, you know, or it's already been cleaned, lubed, and adjusted. So you can get real reasonable deals on them Zorky cameras on the internet instead of trying to get yourself a slow speed escapement gear replacement donor body. So really, I just want to keep my eyes out at thrift stores and try and find another one so I can at least have one working Zorky. I mean, it works. It can't slow down. Okay, guys, and I gotta say, I'm being very disorganized. I have not been logging any of my negative sheets. Oh my God, that's a huge.
Did you read earlier? Somebody said they liked your outfit.
Did somebody say that? I don't know.
Yes. Tell us about your whole outfit today. Loving the shirt.
Somebody said that, or are you just saying that?
No, somebody said that, and I forgot to say it.
Wow, I feel so pretty. Well, forget about film. Well, this is H&M because I am him. Sarah bought it for me
like 10 years ago.
Like 10 years ago, and this is my kicking around shirt. Thank you so much for asking. We're just kicking it together today. Hooray! And the rest of it is thrift store shorts and a hat that is from a new upcoming sponsor because I got to just start selling where I am. You know what I'm wearing. I got to freaking be like I'm got to sell my soul. Your brand here. I'll tattoo it on my head, you know, for enough money. And Sarah's got to look at it for the rest of her life, so she has to, she has to approve. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Capitalist. The glorious Zenit does not accept the hands of the smelly capitalist pigs.
Ah.
This one says Zenit with an accent on I.
So Zenit.
Zenit?
Zenit. Zenit.
Where's Alexander when you need to?
Yeah, where's Alexander? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Have you shot any Kentmere 200 yet? You're not that YouTuber-y.
Maybe. Oh no, that's the new stuff. No, that's the new stuff. I forgot. It's such an underwhelming release that I was like, oh, maybe I have. Oh yeah, I forgot. It's a new thing. Fuck. Boring. Sorry. No, I have not shot it yet. I know a lot, God bless him for making new film stocks. I'm just having a laugh over here, But I don't know. Where were you guys when you're like, what is Ilford coming out with next? Oh, Kenmure 200. Just what I wanted. Who had that on their fucking bucket list? I haven't gotten to shoot it yet. I've shot Kentmere 100 and 400 before, I think. Maybe not 100. Maybe, I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I know a lot of people got advanced copies of that film. So what? I'm building up a film photography brand to not get free film? Are you joking, Buster? Come on. Anyway, how's it going, people?
Fetter said Russian copy eBay is 2 times cheaper than in America. So.
Well, I mean, good for y'all, man, with your cheap ass Zorkies. I got a Leica now, though, so what do I got to worry about? And a Hasselblad. So, oh, yeah.
How do you feel about the new Loma 95 film coming out?
The new Loma what?
95.
They're making a fake new film? I don't know where they're getting these films from. What are they? Are they just like old frozen stuff? And it's just a little bit fucked up so they can pretend it's a new film and not just something they made forever ago and forgot about? Or what's going on? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Limelight says, uh-oh guys, the gear's getting to his head. Yes. Alex has joined the chat and said, I have a Leica M6 and I still love the Kiev 4.
The what? The Zorky 4?
Kiev.
Oh, Kiev 1, 2,
4.
6. Well, see, that's why Alexander Just is perfect for the FBI, CIA, NSA, because he's able to just seamlessly like blend in from, whether it be, a capitalist culture. He goes to the other side of the iron wall, steel curtain. He's just as much at home over there, just slipping, sliding around with them Soviets. What a slippery. Don't trust him with your Zorkies. Don't let Mr. Enabler anywhere near your Leicas. Because he's just going to tell you, buy them all, Mr. Alexander.
Okay. I'll get to the rest. Someone said, I have close to 200 hanging around shirts. SAS, shirt acquisition syndrome. That's kind of like me right now.
Oh my God! So they have a great thing at a thrift store that we go to sometimes called Bag Sale, and you fill up a bag with clothes, and it's like a grocery bag, and $3 for the bag of clothes. So, and Sarah has been cleaning up, just getting crazy vintage clothes and stuff like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We were there the other day picking out clothes, and that's where we get all our costumes for like the If Film or People stuff from doing a bag sale thrift store stuff,
and our regular clothes and future
and regular old clothes. Like I would, that's how I justify having my Tiger King shirt that the Reddit character always wears. But no, I had that before we ever did any character work. So I just, what can I say? We all watch Tiger King, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it was a phenomenon. We were all sucked in.
Alex says,
goddamn Carol Baskins.
I even use a Helios 103 Soviet lens. 53 millimeter f1.8 on my digital Leica M, and that he would never buy a Zorky. And Sony Soft said oiled up Soviets question mark, and that's where we are right now.
We're oiling up Soviets.
That's where we're at.
So, well, thanks guys for hanging out with me as I archive and get this stuff out of the freaking, out of the dust storm that is the den. Like I said earlier, I developed all this film on like my last set of live streaming. I mean, not all of it. I did some of it off live, but and now it's just been hanging up ever since, collecting dust. And I gotta get it away before the dog chews it up because he gets mad at me or something.
Oh my God, he's never chewed film. He may
The
accidentally
dog ate my homework.
wag his tail into it.
Yeah, he wags his tail into the film, and I frickin' fucking show him what's up.
No, you don't.
I know I don't beat my dog. I thought it was funny. Okay, sorry. I'm not trying to trigger any dogs out there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6.
Flyline said he could probably name a few people that probably dreamed about oiled up Soviets.
Oh, like Alexander Just?
E9ED2 says, what do you think about the Crazy 9 lens medium format camera? It's called the 3DS EXP645.
Crazy 9
And
lens?
he says 5 lenses, my bad.
Oh wait, is that the thing that what's his name? Graindead did his video on? The frickin' lenticular medium format lenticular camera? Is that what we're talking about? The 3D
EXP645.
I don't know if I've seen that one. I mean, if you're talking about a 5 lens medium format camera, that's the only medium format camera I know with more than 2 lenses is that one that Graindead did his whole thing on. Looks like just a pain in the ass. Yeah, I bet, man. I would love to play with one though. Alexander, where did I get my gloves? I got them at H&M. No, I'm just kidding. I think there's a link in the description if you guys want to help me out. I'd probably get like 5 cents if you bought the same gloves I bought. And it's just one of those Amazon affiliate things, it's just a little bit of kickback. It's a numbers game. I got it. Anyway, so I just feel terrible right now because I have not been labeling any of my freaking sheets here. I got a stack that big, and like I said in my video all about archiving film, you got to stay freaking organized. So I don't know. I got dozens of rolls here that I have not tagged. You got to do analog tagging when you have a hybrid workflow, or you got to have digitized copies of your stuff if you ever want to be able to find the hard copies in any manner of efficient.
Looks like you need to do that tomorrow.
Yeah, I need to do that tomorrow.
I'm
catching up with chores, guys. Analog chores, But this is the life we chose. We cannot complain about having to cut and store and label film because we're the ones that are wasting money just to shoot on an obsolete format. Yay.
Lenticular, I hardly knew her.
Oh. Bing bong. Where's my clown horn? I need a freaking bicycle horn for the low pro studio.
Jared Marker says, I'll be archiving along with you on Monday, getting some film back from the lab, and my essential film holder should be here the same day.
Uh-oh. So you're gonna scan it for the first time yourself, or do you get scans from the lab and then and then you're a masochist, so you still want to scan it yourself? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Ryan Ness says, what's up?
3, 4, 5, 6. What's up, Nezzy boy? Thanks for joining.
E9ED2 says, also thanks for scanning. It was able to help me figure out how to scan film.
Well, I'm happy that I could help, man. It's crazy. Like the freaking the best performing video I ever did was a reel on scanning film. It got like over 500,000 views on YouTube, and it's just like, wow. And I get it because it's like a novel thing. I think it wasn't just like us film nerds that were seeing it. You know what I mean? It broke out into the real world. We're all just a bunch of Peter Pans flitting around in our little film freaking fever dream. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Mike Russo says, I use regular old scissors to cut film. Is there a better method?
Yeah, I'm sure. Like, I'm getting pretty close on some of these. Like, check that out. Can you see that? Yeah, I didn't leave that much room there. So I hope I never want to have to print that frame in the dark, in larger. But, I guess I'm just going to have to get carrier heads with glass. And then that's even more dust surface. So I'm going to have a clean room. I'm going to have to figure out why I get dandruff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Guys, you're getting old. You got to get a dermatologist. You got to get that thing looked at,
Okay. They use regular scissors to cut film. Is there a better method?
Yes, there's the film. There's like a film killer, whatever they call it. I don't know. There's like a little thing with like you can feed the film through. You can even twist a knob and it pulls it through, and you can just do a little like shing, and it cuts it. I don't know what it's called. I've never had one because this works good enough. I can't justify spending like, I don't know, $50 on a pair of fancy film scissors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But yeah, I'm sure it's a good quality of life upgrade, but I don't know.
Hunter Olson says, how often do you stream?
This is the third one this month. This is the last day of the month, so it depends. Sometimes I go a while without doing one, but I would like to do one every week. But it's just like I just try and do it so I feel like I'm getting more done. Because right now I got to cut this stuff up, so I'm gonna do a chore. It's related to my niche, so I'm gonna hang out with you guys. So like get double productive.
I feel like you always do it after this. Normally it's the Sunday.
And it's normally after I release one, right?
Yes, because you have a bunch of shit you got to put away.
Yeah.
And get ready for the next one.
Yeah, so this is kind of the ceremonial palate cleansing. This is the eating of the ginger on the sushi plate. This is the waving this is the sage between each production. And then I get to like procrastinate for like a week and a half and then realize, oh crap, it's now Sunday and I have to decide what video I'm gonna do. And then Monday.
You're not procrastinating. You have video.
I know. I'm working on a lot of stuff, but that was just kind of how the turnaround worked on this last one. I picked what video to do on Sunday.
But you were reaching out for
I know.
money.
I'm doing business stuff. I'm begging. I'm not just begging you guys in the chat for money and donations. I'm also begging brands to pay me so I don't have to beg you guys for money. But if you do want to help me out, please, please, please go to madebylowpro.com. Any order of any other merch, you get one of these thrown in for free. These cute stickers you can put on your gas pump in your city. Go to madebylowpro.com. I got cool merch there, and you can donate. You know what? I'm thinking I'm gonna have to do one of those membership things, like freaking put content behind a paywall. Like we're gonna have to have members only live streams one day because I'm getting so big and important. So if you want in on the ground floor, give what you can today, even if it's just 50 cents a year at my website, madebylowpro.com. That's madebylowpro.com. Help out your favorite YouTuber at madebylowpro.com. I've been told I have a radio voice.
Nin Sony Soft says, I love spending my money on film and only eating ramen, top ramen, a good life.
I suppose, but I enjoy a lot of the finer things in life, including food. I'm getting wide, boys. I got some love handles, so I love film, but lately, honestly, I've not been spending much money on film, and that's kind of weird to say if you freaking look at just what's right here within arm's reach. Freaking, got 100 feet of some film there that I bought recently, so I guess I'm lying. But this was in the 90-pound camera haul. This was all a gift because I'm big and important. And okay, yeah, I did buy some Fomapan, but I got a good deal. I got like 10 boxes of 4x5. And yeah, I bought that one too. But, other than that, I'm not going to the store buying porch all the time. The only thing I've been able to convince myself to buy is the 3-pack of Fuji 400 at the Walmarts. That's who should really sponsor me, is Walmart and Fuji. God, I can't shut up about how much I love Fuji 400. But guess what I'm cutting up right now? It's Fuji 400. And this was made in Rochester. So even though you get to support your favorite Fuji brand, you also get to support America. Come on. Oh. Another one.
If tonight was your last night and Taco Bell was the last thing you ever got to eat, what would your Taco Bell order be?
Freaking, I don't get to go to Taco Bell anymore, but I'd probably do one of those what are they, the crunchy gordita crunch wrap thing, whatever's got the soft taco, the gooey cheese, and then the hard taco. I'm sure that would be good. So um, yeah, I don't go to Taco Bell. Like, it's been a while. It's been, I think, since before me and Sarah ever, maybe like back when we first got together, which is like 10 years
We
ago
went
now.
to Del Taco.
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to think of like
1,
shitty
2,
taco
3,
places.
4, 5, 6.
I don't know. You and I are really picky about tacos. Extraordinarily picky about tacos. Limelight said stardom, and this is going back a bit now, so this might be old stuff. Jared says, nah, I'm camera scanning for the first time. Used an Epson flatbed prior. I'm too broke for lab scans, huh?
Yeah, man, freaking. I was at a point in my life where I could just waste all this money on film when I first got into this stuff, and like, we already had the Sony A7 III and the macro lens because I was like, I like bugs, and I don't know, it was just the perfect storm for me to be like, I'm doing it all myself. I'm buying the Patterson tank. Like, I've never messed with a lab, though I'd love to get sponsored by a lab if somebody wants to start doing some of this stuff for me, you know what I mean? But we'll see.
Red Shot. May I ask, after having fun with Zenits, I bought myself an Olympus OM2N and got bamboozled so hard. Why is there no M42 adapter on the OM mount? I literally had to 3D print one.
Oh, that's nuts that you were able to 3D print your own lens adapter, OM to M42. I mean, that's pretty nuts, man. Frickin'. I got some OM glass that I need to tinker with. I'm thinking about doing a video about, and I know a certain individual that might want to take it off my hands because I don't know if I want to go down another rabbit hole of a whole other camera SLR 35 millimeter system. Like, do I really need to, just because it's like known as the small cute 35 millimeter manual SLR? I don't know, but it'll be fun to play with and hype it up and flip it on eBay, and that's how I'm going to keep making my money because that's what film tubers do. It's the only way to fund this lifestyle, everybody. I don't, I'm sorry I'm showing you how the sausage is made. I'm stuffing film into this freaking archival sleeve, which is, by the way, Fuji 400, the real stuff, the real Fuji 400 from Japan. You can tell because the real Fuji from Japan 400 stuff has the green and the red. Can you see that on the outside of the sprockets? Now somebody's going to take that, they're going to invert that on their screen, they're going to screenshot that part of the live stream, and then they're going to get a sneak peek to the pictures that are coming out. What pictures are these anyway? Oh, this is my roll from Vegas, and this is the one I took right before some guy got mad at me for taking his picture, which I didn't even mean to take. Is he even in this one? No, this might be a different roll. Okay.
I get my film developed at Memphis because I'm a penny pincher, and they use a 3D printed film holder alongside a DIY camera holder with a gas pipe with a clamp.
Hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it,
I think they have this type of cutters in labs.
What, the
Craig
film
B
cutter
said,
things?
I saw your video on the Leicaflex. Given the R mount, though, do you think the Leicaflex, the Besaflex TM, or the Fujica ST801 would be the better option? TM and 801 because they're both M42.
Well, it sounds like you answered your own question. I mean, I don't know. I don't know any of those other cameras. I haven't played with every camera. I'm not Alexander Just. He's the only person that can answer those kind of questions. He's my spirit animal. He's the one I turn to when I'm in dire need of camera knowledge. He's my camera GPT.
Went a little off topic here. I wipe standing up. Is there a better method? Asking for me.
Who's this, Ahmed?
Mike Russo said that. Then we got bidet. wipe kneeling, and then Mike said, "Love you all, just goofing." E9ED2 says, "Whoa, you got Provia?"
Oh yeah, that was back when I was showing off the film.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
it's
hard to keep up.
yeah, the Provia expired in 2002, so we'll see if I get anything from it.
My local Walmart started locking up the Fuji 400 packs behind glass cabinets.
You think people were stealing that stuff, man? How do people get away with stealing now with like machine vision cameras and stuff? Like you're at that freaking self checkout. It's we're living in 1984, guys. Freaking Big Brother up on the screen.
That was like a
Yeah.
huge shock to us. Where were we?
I don't know. Yeah, we saw our first locked up film.
We were in Austin.
I think
in
Austin.
No. We went to Austin and everything was locked up.
Yeah, it's kind of nuts because we're kind of in a more rural area, and like, yeah, it's not like it was nuts for us to go to a Walmart and they had like the undershirts, like a freaking wife beater locked up. Like, yeah, someone had to come with a key. It's nuts, dude. Like freaking, and then at the same time, there's like more, I was buying like a $10 pack of shirts or something, and there's stuff that's way more expensive that's not locked up. So it's like it just feels like a stupid battle. I don't know.
We couldn't even. She wouldn't even give it to you. They had to bring it up to the register.
Yeah, I wasn't allowed to walk around with my pack of freaking undershirts at the Walmart in Austin, Texas. So it's weird, but
then we realized, like when we were in Albuquerque, we were like, oh, this must just be like a city thing, and we're just really country bumping.
Yeah, we're spoiled. We're spoiled living out in the country, That's the one thing I hate about going to urban areas, freaking places aren't gonna have bathrooms, or because of junkies and whatnot, and then like people got bars on their windows, and just I don't know, freaking anti-theft stuff, and what is it called? Hostile architecture. Keep the bums from sleeping places like that kind of stuff's always a bummer. You know what I mean? What are your guys' opinion? How do you guys think Nick Lopresti can work to solve homelessness? Okay, donate in the chat and we will give it to the Nick Will Think About a Charity One Day fund.
Going back to Walmart, when we first moved here, they had a little box at the front of the counter to drop your film off. And Nick used to always say that he wanted to steal it, develop it, the film for the people, and mail it to them.
Yeah, what do you guys think about that? I mean, I've seen it. They did. It's gone now?
Behind now. It's not on the counter.
Oh, yeah. So they used to have the actual drop box for your film at the counter of the Walmart here.
Like you could see the film. It was
it's like somebody literally like, here you go. Here's our photos. Here's our hopes and dreams. All you Walmart people, I know you're going to do your best. And I know they just ship it off somewhere else and you don't get your negatives back, but I would love to do that to my own film one day, But imagine that, like Robin Hood, going in there, sneaking everybody else's film out of there, developing it yourself, and actually giving them, their archive negatives and high res TIFFs and whatnot on a thumb drive. How grateful would they be? I'm the superhero of, I'm your local film hero. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Illusions of Grandeur.
Craig B says, I have some DuPont velour black photo paper that expired in 1952. Itching to find out if it would still work.
That does sound intriguing, man. I got some old film from the 40s I want to test out. That kind of stuff's fun. Pavlos would tell me I'm an idiot, and he said the best place for expired film is in the trash. But, I love playing with old stuff, man. So, yeah, have a crack at it.
I don't know what this is, and I feel like I'm not going to pronounce this correctly. E9ED2 says, Nick, have you ever had a glorious pupus sauce? I don't know what this is.
I don't know. Maybe we don't need to read everybody's comments now. E9ED2. I don't know, man. I don't know if that's a very regular thing to ask.
Locking up film at Walmart is crazy to think about.
Yeah, man, that's how expensive film is. It's getting locked up, just like the razor blades and the frickin', I guess, deodorant. I don't know.
Braden says Target locks Fuji 200 single rolls in lock boxes. I want to know how stealing film is that bad.
It's expensive, but like, what are you gonna do with it? People are just like, are you really gonna steal film and save that initial cost? I mean, like,
How are they not getting caught on camera?
yeah, how are you not getting caught on camera? And then like, you're gonna be wasting money either way, whether you're developing it and scanning it at home or if you're sending it off to a lab. Like, so you might have skipped that initial investment, but it's still in the long run, it's gonna be beating you up. So I can't imagine some like, what are there people in like urban areas that are stealing the film and then selling it on a film black market? Like, fucking, yeah, man, I got that fucking portrait, dog. Fucking put that shit in my hand. Woo! Freaking, that would be nuts. Like, yeah, I got a guy. Where's your fucking Tri-X plug? Freaking, let's hit him up, dog. I gotta go fucking take some stupid black and white ethical pictures.
We've been corrected. It's a Salvadorian dish. It's a Hispanic delicious food from my country. Sorry if that sounded weird. Oh well.
Oh no, I guess I'm a jerk. No, I have not, but it sounded like something else to me. That when Sarah said it, but I'm sure it's delicious.
I didn't know what it was.
Well, I was the jerk, not her. So no, I have not had any of that. So I'm sure it's great.
In Bumfuck, Texas, what do we have to eat here?
All we got is barbecue and
country
chicken fried steak.
Gravy and biscuits.
I like biscuits and gravy. I like gravy. What do you guys? Okay, sound off. Anyone here have biscuits and gravy with the sausage gravy, the white gravy, on some freaking nice biscuits, dude? Cure your hangover. Boy, howdy. Put some hair on that chest. With some gravy and taters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Going back, E9ED2 says it's already been 1984 ever since they stopped making Velvia and other Fujifilm stocks.
Yeah, well, people are still able to find it without it costing, like Aerochrome prices. So, let's just enjoy the times we have while we have them, guys. Do we really need all these different creative choices, or are they really stymieing your growth as an artist? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They say those, with too much choice, it's I don't know what they say. They say variety is the spice of life, but they're getting too spicy.
Way back, and then cities wonder why it smells like piss with that limited bathroom access.
Yeah, exactly.
Mike Russo said, for real though, I'm the property manager of a 500-acre property up in the Northeast. If you're ever this way, let me know. I'll hook you up. No BS.
What?
Place to stay, unlimited bathroom access. Nice.
What?
That's where we want to move.
What? Are you kidding me? What? Dude, so Mike, hit me up. If this is no BS, dude, hit me up on the gram. Send me a DM, dude. I also got my email around. It's like in my description or something on my website. Yeah, you can go hello at madebylowpro.com. That's the email address, hello at madebylowpro.com. You can go to madebylowpro.com and hit me up. But I will take you up on that offer because, I gotta be out there doing big boy film content creator stuff. And it costs money to get out there and do big boy stuff. So any help is appreciated. My dog. So thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Limelight said, luckily Walmarts and Targets in my area don't have that much stuff to lock up, just mainly expensive stuff like refrigerating.
Huh. Yep, friggin' you go to a store, you just want to be able to go and, pick it up and take it to the counter and pay for it like a normal human being. 4, 5, 6.
That's the only way to have biscuits and gravy. Heartburn City, but I love it.
Yeah, you're telling me, guys. I've been gobbling some Tums, dog. That's how you know you're getting old, dog. It's like, dude, these are friggin', remember the sweet tarts? What were those things? Smarties? These are Smarties for dummies.
Alistair says, hi from the UK. Biscuits and gravy are completely different foods over here compared to the US.
What do they do for biscuits and gravy in the UK, babe? Do you know? What do they do?
Yes, biscuits are cookies.
Oh, and what's gravy?
Like digestive biscuits.
And what's gravy in? What do they dip? What kind of gravy do you use for your cookies?
Gravy gravy, I'm thinking of like Sunday roast gravy, which is like Thanksgiving
You put
gravy.
they put cookies in gravy?
No, I think he's just saying that they're just different than other Southern America.
Yeah, well, us Southern people,
gross.
we like to eat freaking clods
You're not Southern though.
I'm Southern. I'm from Dixie. Come on.
You're from Florida.
Okay, I'm from Florida. Give me a freaking break. The melting pot of the Southeast.
No.
I'm from Florida.
Florida's just the worst.
Come on, I'm proud. I'm proud to be a Floridian where we kill alligators.
I mean, you're pretty excited to leave there.
Yeah, well, whatever. I still survived
You're pretty
hurricanes.
excited to move up north too. So.
I know. I'm allowed to be proud of my heritage. Just because I don't want to live with swamp ass every day doesn't mean I can't be proud to be a swamp boy. I'm not a swamp boy. I'm not like some Cajun something. You know, I was on the coast, frickin' beach town, dude. Frickin' playing Nintendo, dude. Who's got time for the beach? Okay, we're cutting up. What is this? Oh, we're cutting up Pro 100, Kodak Pro Image 100, baby. These are pictures from. I don't know. When did we use that? Some of it's from Tucson. What's up? My luck stats. Dude, thank you so much. Thank you so much. E9ED2 guys. Man, if I find a Salvadorian restaurant, I'll be tempted to go check it out, man. I'm always down to be eating different cultures' foods, you know. That's how we all become enlightened, through the stomach. That's the way to world peace, guys. I'm gonna try out Pro 100. What the price on me? So I changed my mind. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I got the 5-pack of the Pro 100, and I was like, why not? Why not try it out? And it seems to work fine. You know, it's just like a Fuji 400-ish type thing, except it's slower. You know, whatever. I don't feel like I look at my scans and go, oh, it's crap. This is definitely not Portra. I hate it. Get it out of here. You know. So what are we at now? Oh, trial pro. Okay, yeah, we already got that. Y'all should do an awkward JC Penney style photo shoot. You mean like with like a button up and just like that one skit where frickin' Zach Galifianakis in that movie with what's her name?
Are you talking to me? I have no idea what
yeah,
you're talking about.
The lady from SNL, like the gay one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What's her name? With the, I can't think of any of the characters she does, but
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I don't know. There's some movie that Zach Galifianakis was with, like some lady from SNL, and I don't know. I was just thinking of something I saw on Reels the other day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But yeah, we can do a wacky JC Penney photo shoot. I mean, we were kind of inspired by that kind of Sears, you know, photo stuff thing when we did these. God, that was forever ago. Freaking, you know, with the double image thing. These are direct to paper photographs that we took in my press camera on Harman direct positive paper. And, you know, we did double exposures to get us both in the shot. And I really loved that. And one of the first Christmas cards me and Sarah ever shot for like sending out to family and friends was kind of like a Sears style thing with us in matching Hawaiian shirts. And then the cat, Harley, was photoshopped up in here like a double exposure, just like, you know, looking like she was flying in space, and we were holding her too. And, you know, the super cringy, you know,
we do it every Christmas.
Yeah, but it's been less cringe. The last one was kind of a cool photo. Can I show them the Christmas card photo?
Yeah.
The new Christmas card photo? Here, we always overprint. We always have way too many copies. So here's the new Christmas card photo from this year. If any of the homies in the chat who got one of these, man, freaking love you guys. Yeah, we just did it. This was supposed to be the test shot for this last Christmas, and it ended up just being the shot. And I just photoshopped the pets into it because they don't get along, you know. So me and Sarah just like leaned up in front of a fisheye in our Christmas colors, and yeah, It ended up we ended up loving it. We didn't really have that. We had a concept we wanted to do for the Christmas cards, but we couldn't find the right costumes. So now we're always just buying wacky clothes at thrift stores to be able to pull off different looks. That's the dream. Have a studio with wardrobe and freaking have a dark room and have the 6 enlargers and have all the lights. I'm gonna get freaking Alexander Just to come set me up with all the best freaking lights a photo studio could want. We're gonna have all the speedotrons. It's gonna be the dream, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But
Did you read all these comments?
which ones did I miss?
Oh, I think you read them all.
Did I?
Did you see that E9 gave you $2?
Yeah, thank you so much again, E9D2. I really appreciate
I did just look up that food.
It looks
It
good.
does look really good. I don't know where I'm gonna find that here, but maybe next time we're in San Antonio.
Yeah, next time we're in a city, we'll try and look up to get some pupusas. So yeah, what did I miss? Freaking Mike Russo says he'll message me. Okay, man. Hell yeah, hit me up, dude. Artist with cameras. It's the Bill Nye. Thank you so much, man. I grew up watching that stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, guys, vote in the comments. Were you more of a Bill Nye or a Beekman's World? I had totally forgot about Beekman's World until my buddy Nop Top reminded me all about Beekman's World. And I like none of it really triggered any memories when he sent me this clip until I saw the guy in the rat outfit and I was like, fuck, am I a rat? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't want to be a rat. That was my previous life. I'm the reincarnation of the rat guy from Beekman's World. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Someone said, thank you for, I found you a few months back. I want you to know that your videos are like if Bill Nye was a photo guy and did coke.
Dude, why does everyone act like I'm freaking a druggie, dude? Come on, man.
You drink like 2 espressos a day.
Yeah.
Iced coffee.
I like it's caffeine. That doesn't mean I'm freaking a drug addict. Just because.
Yeah, it's caffeine. You're not.
Yeah. Come on, dude. Come on. Why you gotta say I'm like Nick's doing an 8-ball and lighting Portrait on fire. Let's go on the live stream. Like what the hell, guys? No, I'm just kidding. I mean, I get it. Like, it's different. I mean, compared to most other film photography YouTubers, I probably do seem like a cokehead. I don't know.
So Limelight said, "Oh, I wanted to mention, you had the idea of enlarging onto cyanotype paper. While it may not be feasible to do, you can enlarge onto paper, then over to ortholitho film, then litho on the cyanotype."
That sounds like too many steps, dog. Like, why would I want to? I mean, I gotta pick one alternative process at a time. I mean, I've barely dabbled at all with going off script and darkroom chemistry stuff at all. Like, the closest I've done is like trying to figure out how to do this DIY E6 color reversal stuff in a way that works for me. And then I guess with the expired Super Double X, because you can't just treat some old film like any old fresh film. But I want to play around with all the different processes. I want to learn how to do cyanotype. And why would that be impossible? Would a real analog negative not block enough of the UV light? You can't project UV light? Is it just how the wavelength works? Why can I not put UV light through a freaking mask like this, enlarged through a lens and onto cyanotype paper? Well, I can't. Is it going to destroy the negative? What's going to happen? What am I doing wrong? What am I missing? How am I going to? What?
Do you want me to finish reading?
Yeah, keep catching up.
Sometimes you jump in and it's hard to know.
Yeah, I don't know where we were.
Echo VFX says, "You're the reason I'm buying a cheap Leica film camera, LMAO."
Which one you getting, dude?
Perhaps the one you just did a video on.
So wait, who said that?
Echo VFX.
Echo. Yeah. Okay. Echo. What are you buying? Are you telling me I hyped this up enough for you to go buy it? Because that is definitely useful information I could give to brands and be like, hey, if you're selling it, I'm selling it. Let's go. Pay me. I'm just kidding. I don't want to ever lose credibility. Like, of course, I only want to ever, if I get the chance to have sponsorships and stuff, to only promote things I believe in. and all that crap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
How to make large-scale analog negatives from film in the darkroom video is good on that.
How to make large-scale analog negatives from film in the dark. Oh, that sounds like a mouthful, man, but sounds like it's right up my alley. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Artists with cameras. You need to get invited to Rochester so you can do a factory tour like Smarter every day. I have a contact for you if you're interested.
Well, yes, please. I mean, yeah. I mean, of course, I get all jealous when I see people like Jason and Bad Flashes and all the other guys getting a Kodak tour. I would love a Kodak tour too. I mean, that would be a dream come true. Willy Wonka land, and I hope the Kodak people don't mind all the funny things I've said about their films and them as a company in my videos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Please put me in touch. Reach out on Insta through DMs. You can reach me and Sarah by reaching out to me on the DMs and my email. There's a submission form on my website, and it's hello@madebyloper.com. Hit me up. Let's do stuff. Let's do big boy stuff, big boy film stuff. So all the people that want to pay attention to me, I was about to say all my fans, like I'm some big important guy. I would love to go do more fun stuff for all of y'all. So it's not just the same old, same old. Here, Nick is reviewing another Leica no one's heard about or cares about. Or here's Nick playing with another expired film. I would love to get out there and do more big boy travel stuff. So I do have
and have a dark room to do like
and have a dark room. Yes, that's the long term dream. Get myself a dark room in a house. Going to speak it into existence. Going to get a house, make a dark room, make it the best dark room. Going to get a Jobo. I'm going to freaking get tons of chemicals from the Kodak Flexi chemicals, Flexi color. I want to get down that rabbit hole. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, man. Bunch of lab equipment.
Craig B said, funny they just mentioned calotype?
Cyanotype.
Okay, so it's just a typo. Because I was about to say making salt prints would be cool and a fun idea.
Yeah, like I keep saying, like I would love to do that. I got some cyanotype chemicals down here on my chemical tray, my chemical cart. I just haven't gotten around to finding time to futz with it. I'm gonna do that eventually. And then, all the other ones I'd love to get into as well, There's just it's fun doing stuff like that. Like I know I always say shoot more, think less, and all these alt processes slow you down to make you think more and shoot less, which I don't really like, but I do like fiddling, so that just tickles that freaking scratches that itch, Love doing new things, novel things.
The SWAT officer said, WSP.
Oh, what's up, bro? What's up, bro?
Is that it's not like, what's up?
I think it's
WSP.
Yeah, this younger generation, they can't even say what is up, my brother in Christ. They can't even say that. It's just WSP. What WSP? It's gotten so shortened.
Thiggy says the Leica made me tempted, but I am too much of a Pentax boy.
So I mean, I never got to like really play much with Pentax anything, any Pentax 35mm thing. Like I've played with their point and shoots, but any Pentax SLR I've just like listed on eBay. Never gone down that whole Takumar thing. I think I got some lenses for them in storage that I haven't listed. Like I'm so behind on my collection / reselling of camera stuff. Maybe my strategy was buy low, freaking hype up the whole film market and sell high. So you guys are just falling into my freaking scheme. Woo, just a little bit of Freudian slip right there. Oh my God, I cannot believe.
Artists with cameras said that they messaged you on Instagram.
Yeah, we'll check out our messages once we wrap up here, y'all. Like, I appreciate everyone who's wanting to connect on here, dude. Yeah, it's awesome, this community that we're building up around this stuff, it's just a fun little analog thing, and I appreciate everyone hitting me up. It does, sometimes feel one-sided doing this stuff solo, but it's nice getting to talk to y'all through Sarah, And everyone say thank you, Sarah, in the chat for putting up with this. You know.
Mike Russo said that they're going to email you to come up there and do big boy stuff. They have a dark room and you're free to use it. Hopefully, school me a bit. That's what they said.
Oh, school you, man. I'm no expert, but I'm down to hang out and do photo stuff, man. I'm always down to clown with the photoing. Hell yeah, dude. I'm looking forward to getting in touch with you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
The SWAT officer says, "It's me, Nick Corbin."
Well, who could that be? The mysterious SWAT person. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You need a comma there, buddy. Otherwise, you're Nick Corbin.
4, 5, 6. Yeah, you can't be both of us. I'm me, you're you.
Nick Corbin from now on.
Okay. Hello, Nick Corbin. Nick Corbin. How's it going, Mr. SWAT? Okay.
Limelight said, "I want to try to use this. I'll process this because I think it would be funny to make a 5x7 cyanotype from some of my Minolta 16 negatives using that ortholitho film method."
That does sound like a nice dream, man. You know what's nuts is frickin' I probably was stumbling across something you probably would have wanted. Are you kidding me? Friggin' so at an estate sale that we were at that sucked, that was like, just because the house seemed like it had burned down and like got water damage, but he had a lot of cool stuff. It just wasn't in great shape. He had a Minox enlarger and frickin' a bunch of mounted sub miniature film slides. It was nuts seeing like that, just this normal size slide, but the picture is like that big, It was nuts.
But it was trash.
It was all trash. Like all the pictures were like freaking fungusy. I did find one cigar box of pictures that I got to scan. I forget where I put them now. I am so disorganized right now, guys. The freaking den is a mess. We need a better system. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay, this is over my head, so I apologize if I'm saying things and pronouncing things wrong. Craig B says, "Not even the thoriated super Chukamar lenses, not even the K1000 uncultured swine."
Are you talking about the radioactive ones? I think that's one. I think I did find one that was supposed to be one of the radioactive ones, and I did the test with the paper or something. I didn't see nothing. But no, I've never I don't think I've ever ran a roll through a Pentax K1000. I've never had a need to. I've always had, I think before I ever got a K1000, I already had an AE1 or my A1 or my Minolta XT5. I fell down the Minolta rabbit hole first. And, I was gifted a Canon A1, and so I've acquired glass for that through thrifting. Like probably my best haul ever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I've never, had the time or desire. Like, yeah, if I found one that was minty fresh and I could go take it for a spin and I had nothing better to do that day, then yeah, of course, I'd be down. But I've just never had. Oh my God, what the flip is that? Freaking, there's a bug on the film, y'all. He was living on my Pro 100. There's a freaking flying ant. Okay, fucking everyone say F in the chat for the flying ant who's no longer with us. I don't want to get bit, y'all. This stuff's already pretty bad around here. The bug culture.
I think Corbin has to leave. He says, "Hi, Nick. Goodbye and good night."
Good night. Good night, SWAT boy. Okay, I've torn on purchasing a Fuji 690.
You're kind of rude. I'm reading these in order.
I'm sorry.
And then you just jump in.
I was trying to have like a lightning round. My bad.
Okay, go ahead.
690, I have no idea. I'm sure it's an amazing camera, I think I've gotten to hold one, and that was Eric Money Shots. But I know nothing about it. I cannot sway you one way or the other. Is that where we were?
No.
Okay, thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, everyone, for thanking Sarah. I'm sorry I cut off Sarah. I'm a jerk to Sarah, everybody.
And Sarah is the best, really. Thank you, Laura.
Yes, Sarah is the best. How many cameras do I have? I have no idea. I don't think.
Hundreds.
Yeah, I don't think we need to do a count.
I don't think we could do a count.
Yeah,
Hundreds.
it would take a while.
I feel like at least a couple hundred cameras.
Yeah, I probably have a couple hundred cameras. I would think.
If not.
I need a citrus shirt. Okay. Well, maybe I got to start selling a shirt like this. Just find a nice pattern, find a company that'll sew it up for us, and hell yeah, there we got the Niccolo Pro citrus shirt. This is a design that was Sarah bought this for me at H&M years ago. Yeah, I mean, I like it because it's like loose, you know, it just hangs off you nice, and it always feels breathable when it's getting hot. So I feel like summertime. Where's my orange shirt, baby? I throw this thing on. It's always flapping around. So thank you. I'm glad you like the shirt. Where is and I hope you like the F100. I've been digging it. I like having fun with that one. Thank you, Laura. Why do you think anything apology has gone up in prices the past few years? Why do you think anything has gone up? Freaking inflation, right? Tariffs, all that stuff. I don't know, dude. I don't pay attention to the TV. I don't know why prices rise. I just know they have been. Check it out. This is some Phoenix. What? Phoenix 200. Look at that. It's wacky. It's purple. What is going on here? It's not orange. Okay, Diggy says they shot on a Pentax K1000 and 6x7. That's awesome. I'm jealous. I've never gotten to shoot a 6x7. I would love to play with one. Okay, I can't keep up, baby. I miss you reading comments.
I don't know where
Okay, Limelight said Minox is interesting, but I'm not too interested in it. I like the Minolta 16 because it uses standard 16mm, which is very cheap. So is Minox even smaller than 16? Are they like 8mm film?
Not interested in music, he was saying.
Yeah.
I found a K1000 a few years ago for only like 70 Canadian dollars. Now I see them being sold at like 200.
K1000s? That's nuts, dude. Because like I don't know, I feel like I wouldn't have bought a K1000 for even $50. Like even back when I started, I feel like that would be like I try and get a great deal on something until I can tell it's like this truly superior camera and commands a superior price. But even then, it's a tough pill to swallow.
Biggie says here in Alabama, film cameras are crazy cheap at yard sales, and got his K1000 for a whole $1.
Whoa, freaking dude, that's a yeah. I get that, you know, stumbling into a K1000 for that much. Ooh, that's got to feel nice, man. You know, I would love to take it for a spin or at $1,000. I mean, at $1, a K1000 for $1.
E9ED says, would you ever do a camera giveaway? Pretty please.
You know, maybe sometime. I mean, I don't know. It's because then are you getting views for the stuff you're making, or are you getting views for giving away stuff? Like, you know, I did the whole Super X giveaway, and that did pretty good. You know, that was fun. I didn't mind. It took me a while to fulfill the giveaway winners, but I did. You know, I don't know. I might do a giveaway sometime if I'm feeling super generous. But right now,
when you hit like 50,000.
Yeah, maybe when I hit 50,000, I'll do a giveaway because I mean I really just got to hustle and keep grinding and save money where I can. That's
if you get bigger than Jason.
Yeah, if I can get bigger than Jason.
Party.
Yeah, well, I'll throw a pizza party for the whole film universe if I get a leg up on grainy days. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just send me the address. I'll get an extra large Italian sausage pie sent your way.
Laura said she's gonna make us some salsa, and it's gonna be hot and it's gonna be good, and she's gonna give us some.
Well,
thank you, Laura. That sounds amazing. I was telling Nick just the other day I really wanted chips and salsa, but I really didn't want to make it.
And who wants to buy the salsa? I mean, it's just like yeah. I don't know. I miss dicking around in the kitchen making bread and whatnot. Like, I don't know. But I'm trying to do stuff here. I got to be editing and taking photos all the time. Honestly, it's a lot more editing than taking photos because who knew this YouTube stuff took so much time?
What camera do you own that you hate the most?
I don't know if I'd say I really hate any of it. Can you? I can never remember any camera to bring. Yeah, I mean the Wiggle one is the only thing that frustrates me, so I guess that one, the Nishika 3D camera. I mean, it feels cheap and plasticky in the hand. I don't know. It seems like a cop out though. But even using it though, I still get joy out of it. It's a fun thing, you know. Cameras should bring you joy, or they should go in the trash.
Yeah, I don't feel like I've ever heard you be like, I hate this camera.
Yeah, I don't know.
This is just, you know, I've never.
That's not who I am. I can't hate on cameras. I love cameras. I am a camera. I'm a sentient camera. My whole I come from a long line of cameras. I'm. Okay, so that's all the 35 mil I have to cut up. Last roll is a 120 roll, so I might as well get that cut and put away. Yeah, what else am I missing?
Are hundreds of cameras. Do you have a particular one that both you and I gravitate to the most?
One camera that both of us gravitate. I mean,
I use my XD11.
yeah, I think
My
like
U2 was my baby, and then now.
yeah, Sarah didn't really care about futzing around with different cameras. She had her XD11 that she loved, and her Mewtwo for having a pocket camera smaller than her, SLR was her second love, and now she has no point and shoot because it's on the fritz. And to get it fixed, it would cost me 210 euros, and I'd have to send it to Poland. There's another company in LA that said they'd look at it, but I don't know. Without even like a ballpark, I feel like if you really know what you're doing, you'd be able to give me an exact figure for how much it would cost to fix. And so I feel like if I send it to these guys, they're just going to tear it apart and tinker with it. And I don't know. They didn't really reassure me that like, yes, we have done that. We can do that. While this guy in Poland is like, yes, it will cost $210. I can't do a Poland accent. I don't know.
And the Hasselblad.
And now the hospital. I think.
But my set of camera, like, I don't have gas. What I have is what I have, and that's what I like to use. Nick loves everything.
Yeah, I love playing with different cameras all the time. Like, but that's just because I like thrifting and finding deals and whatnot. I think it's just exciting to play with a new toy.
On trips, you use the Minolta so that we don't have to take more lenses.
Yeah, if we're gonna say one camera out of all the lot that we gravitate to, it's hard to say. But if it's a camera system you're talking about, then it's Minolta, because we both have nice Minolta SLRs that we can use the same lenses for. So we always go back to the XD11 and the XD5.
And I just got a 35, right?
Yeah, we just got a 35 millimeter lens for it that we haven't even played with yet. Freaking heck. So it looks like my medium format archival sleeves are out in my binder. I have to find some. I think I have more. They're just in somewhere put away in the house. So I don't want to leave you guys and go digging while I'm finding that, because it might take me a minute. But yeah, let's. I got everything except for my one roll of 120 medium format there. I think that's a roll of Cat Labs 100 color film, which is kind of cool. It's kind of a clear base, so it makes me think it's Aero Color 4, which I don't know. Is that a 100 speed film? But yeah, where are we at?
Minox is 9.5 millimeter, I believe. Images are 8 millimeter by 11 millimeter.
Okay.
I am a camera. All I see is 6x6 raw. Each camera has its place.
Yeah,
Aero color, I think, is 125.
Well, that would make sense for telling people to shoot it at 100, because then you're just overexposing by a second, or like what, a third of a stop, a quarter of a stop, or something. I don't know. I don't know how stops work, at least with ISO. But frickin' hell, Yeah, I'm glad to meet you, Limelight camera. Yeah, all I see is 6x6. Uh, yeah, so that was a lot of film to cut up, guys. And most of the film from our trip that we took to the Southwest is developed. We only have 4 rolls left to go, and it's all black and white. Looks like 2 rolls of Santa 1000, and a roll of FP4 and a roll of Delta 3200.
And they're all mine.
Well, the Delta 3200 is mine.
And most of them are mine.
Yeah, most of them are yours. So I've got to get back to developing some black and white soon. And so, maybe I'll do another bonus live stream soon. We can all jump on for that too. All gas, no stops, baby. Yeah, I mean, it's fun to gas people up about buying these cameras or that cameras, if that's what you're talking about. Or are you talking about that one documentary series, All Gas, No Brakes? I don't know. Yeah, I appreciate you guys joining me. Frickin', that was a lot of rolls to have piled up, and now I got a lot of stuff to tag in my binder. That's going to take a big chunk of tomorrow. I was convinced that today was Sunday, and not like it matters for me because every day is a work day when you got to do content and stuff. But I still kind of follow along the work cycle. I feel like I can dick off a little bit more on the weekends because people aren't answering business emails, or so. It was nice to realize that tomorrow is Sunday, so I hope you guys get to have a nice, relaxing Sunday. I had to spend my Saturday fixing the washing machine here. Freaking anyone else ever mess with the Kenmore Whirlpool Model 110, that variety of machine? Apparently, they're like, you can't break them. They're workhorses in the appliance industry. The local appliance repairman guy said, never sell it. That thing will outlast you and your kid and your grandkids. But the motor tranny coupling has now broken twice. So yeah, see, I'm a man's man. I can fix things, baby. It's always nice to feel useful around the house. So it was my second time fixing that thing today. That was a lot of fun. Yeah, I was the superhero of the day for all the lady folk. Now we can get back to washing our clothes and cleaning our drawers. No, it was okay, Techno. It's whatever, Like I said, if the day you are, you got nothing to offer, is the sad day. So you want to be needed, even if it's a chore. It's a beautiful thing to fit in with society. Apocalypse-proof washing machine, is it now? Hey, well, I hope so. Uh-oh, guys, guess what? The ant's back. Oh my God, this has been one exciting stream. Are you kidding me? Look at this. Look at this.
At least it's not a scorpion.
Yeah. Okay. Is it gone?
Why don't you just bring it outside?
They lied. That's why you get a Speed Queen, literally industrial use. Oh, that sounds nice, man. Freaking having I would love to have an industrial kitchen. I would love to have like a restaurant fridge. Be able to store all that stuff in a walk-in. That would be dope. Freaking have like a big old restaurant sink. But I would want it to be homely. I don't want to live in some industrial. I don't want to live in like the back of a Chili's. You know what I mean? But
bring back some bad memories from being restaurant life.
Yeah, I'd be making Sarah go cry. She'd go cry in the fridge every day because I'm like, you fucked up my waffle. I said 86 on the syrup. You fucking dumb. Yeah, can you imagine? But no, I think it would just be cool. Anything you do, you want to have a nice setup. Spend a lot of time cooking. I don't think I'm ever going to get important enough to have a cook. Look at this.
What do you mean important enough to have? I cook for you every day almost.
No, but I mean to hire a cook. Like, I don't think if Sarah wants me to be famous enough to hire a cook and then she doesn't have to cook. But I love her cooking. Look at this boy. He's all woken up now.
He's like, hello.
Hello, Internet. That's Walker. So yeah, I mean, thanks for hanging out with me, everybody. I feel like I'm starting to get sore in the throat from talking. I don't know if we got any last minute stuff like we want to talk
Hunter
about.
says he too thinks about living at a Chili's.
Was that a weird tangent to go down? Guys, The bug is no more. I'm sorry. F in the chat for the little Texas ant again. He didn't know how to stay away. I should end it. Okay, that should do it.
Well, Rusty Army's new base is Chili's.
That's right, guys. We're gonna have to freaking meet at Chili. That's where Lopresti Con 2026 is happening.
Circle with the McRib thing.
Yeah, with the old McRib thing. Yeah, where's freaking Stuart Monroe when you need him? If anyone doesn't know that from the Nick Lopro lore, I mean, go check out his comment on the Weathermatic video. Just a heads up, some of your URLs in the description don't work. Lopro Army doesn't work, and neither does the Sinister one. Dang, what do you mean? What do you mean my links don't work, dog? Everyone go make sure my links work. Freaking heck. No, dog. What did I do? What did I do? Why does my help me link not work? What is it going to? It's going to help me dash that. Why is that in the freaking link? Oh my God. My links are broken, guys. But regardless, it still takes you to my website if you want to go buy my merch or join the army. All you got to do is go to the website and then click on Help Me. If you bring up the menu, you can donate on my website at Made by Lopro. I'm sorry, I'm jank and my links are broken. Now I feel like a freaking unprofessional, but it doesn't matter. I will reward you for showing me that day one exploit in my code. Throwing a pizza party at your local Chili's. You're all invited. Greetings from Orlando. Yo, Menace. I will go get some double D's, baby. Yeah, what's up? Shout out to the Tacos Locos Gringos, baby. The best tacos in all of O-Town. Freaking Orlando. I have partied many nights in Orlando. It's a fun place. It's like an Austin light, right, babe? At least the downtown scene.
Both places are fucking very dangerous now.
Yeah.
I don't like
you can get shivved and shot in downtown Orlando or Austin, just depending on who you know, I guess. I don't know about Waffle House. I like Chili's. Let's do Chili's for official Lopro sponsorship deal.
Waffle House is pretty good.
Yeah? Okay. Well, let's reach out to both brands. Everyone tag Chili's and Waffle House and everything I put out henceforth. I'm going to hashtag Waffle House in all my posts. Hopefully I can get the right attention.
Photos.
Yeah, I gotta do some Cinestill Waffle House, baby, at night, lit up. Wow, the dog did not like that. He's choking to death.
This is disgusting.
Gross. He does not like Waffle House, that one. But yeah, thank you, Michael, for pointing that out. Yeah, I'll try and get the links fixed going forward. I don't know what the heck happened with that. I just try and copy over the last description every time I do one of these live things. I don't know. I haven't decided what the next video is going to be, so I feel like the next few days is just going to be me stressing out about not knowing what I'm doing next. I have some stuff in the wings. Like I keep telling everybody, the whole guide on the C41 color film at home developing thing is coming out. It's most of the way cut together. It's pretty much done. It goes from point A to point B. I need to get a sponsor for it, and because I feel like that's going to be a fun one to get sponsored. You know, it's my opus to developing at home. Maybe I should hit up Chili's, see if they want to sponsor that episode. Everyone gets 10% off baby back ribs. Use promo code LOWPRO at that little checkout thing they put at your table. Is that what Chili's uses? They uses like one of those, like, you know, here, type in how much you're going to tip me right there. I hate those things. You know, because I'd rather check the math on my own. Independent source. Make sure you're not fudging the numbers over there, lady. Yeah, I don't know. We haven't had Waffle House in forever. I feel like since I was a kid, I haven't had Waffle House.
We've been to Waffle House.
Okay, we've been to Waffle House in our travels. Maybe I'm gonna have to go to one soon. Hopefully, it agrees with my stomach. You know, I never want to go to some sketchy back road chain restaurant when we're like on the road.
Exactly what a Waffle House is, but it's gonna have good eggs and bacon and hash browns, and you may or may not feel sick afterwards, but it'll be open there, and it's always the same.
Yeah, always the same. That's what you pay for. You're paying a premium on familiarity to do Waffle House. Yeeks. Yeah, I mean, hopefully it's the bomb. It might be the bomb hunter, but it's gonna make you blow up the bathroom. You know, sorry, I'm not trying to get gross over here. I guess that's it. I don't know. Should we call it? I'm getting tired.
What time did you go live? 9?
Yeah, we've been going for almost 2 hours.
That's-
Sorry, it's not the 3-hour marathon like usually, guys, and not having easy access to Waffle House. Well, it was Braden. So do they not? They have Waffle House there, right? I always see Grainy Days take a picture of Waffle House. Look forward to the C4 in my lab for self-developed black and white. Well, heck yeah, skate free. You know, maybe this will get you to want to try doing color. I mean, you know, sometimes like I wish I was just shooting black and white. Maybe I should just force myself to shoot black and white again because I always like it whenever I start doing that. I start like always having a filter on my lens. I'm shooting, you know, with the high contrast red filter. I'm like, I feel like an artist now. You know, things just feel inherently more artsy when it's black and white. So why am I going through all the trouble to develop color film anyway? I think it's just to fit in. And look at me, I'm colorful. I'm not as, you know, a boring person. So it's hard to just force yourself to shoot black and white, but maybe I should. I shoot more black and white digital. Like everything I take with the Ricoh, even though it's not a black and white camera, I shoot it in black and white for the JPEGs. And then I just, you know, if I do end up editing any of the RAWs, I just turn them back to black and white because that's just how I'm seeing it when I'm using it. Oh, that sounded so pretentious and artsy. Anyway, I'm rambling now. Thank you guys so much. I got a lot to clean up. Here's the aftermath of my archiving. This is what you always end up with, a bunch of little trimmings and, you know, monocles. And look, there's me talking to you guys. And then the camera's going to look down, and then it's going to look back up, and this is going to be an endless vortex, and this is going to be the infinity. This is the singularity coming up right now. Come on, let's make it out. Whoa, there it is. And now it's a trifecta. How long can we hang out? Should we make it until it's a four-peat? Oh, we're really seeing the lag right here that you guys are experiencing. What if I do this a few times? Whoa. Okay, that's enough of that. That's enough of that, y'all. That was creepy. That tunnel's just gonna keep it. I can't take my eyes away from it. It's so beautiful. We're just, oh my God. Anyway, that's it, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Need different. I don't know. I'm losing it, guys. This was a chill one. Thanks so much for chilling with me, and I'm looking forward to hanging out again soon. Keep an eye out for all my shorts. Go buy my merch at madebylopa.com. The link works down there. You can go there and buy my merch. You can go donate, even if it's just $1 every year, maybe 25 cents a month. I don't know, whatever you want to do. It all helps. Thank you so much. And be sure to, you know, ring that bell icon if you ain't done so. Anyway, you guys are the real ones. I know the ones for in the live stream. You guys aren't just the normal schmegma people out there. Have a good night. Have a good Sunday. Peace.